Welcome to BAM, Badass Moms with Lori and Jenny. We are moms on a mission to share women's stories about life, fitness, aging, relationships, travel, and much more. Hello, friends, and thanks for listening. I just wanted to take a second to give you a quick reminder about subscribing to the show. If you have not already, just take a moment and do so. This will make sure that you never miss a daily bite or an upcoming episode. And in addition to that, if you have a few extra moments and like to drop us a review, we'd really appreciate it. And there's also a sponsor of the show located at the bottom of all of our episodes. Once again, thank you for listening. Thank you for being badass.
Hey friends, it's time for your Daily Bite, and today I wanted to talk about tough conversations. I had a tough conversation. I had an incident happen last week, and I knew I had to address it. And honestly, I would have rather just swept it under the rug and never dealt with it again. But I knew that that wasn't the right thing to do. It wasn't the right thing to do for the individual or for me. I knew that it was something that I had to discuss, and it was in a corporate setting with a client. So I knew I had to do it for the employees as well, and to help that person grow and develop for their next role. So it was one of those things that I saw them middle of the week last week, and then I knew I wasn't going to see them again until this week. And I didn't want to do it over the phone. And again, it was a difficult message to have to share. And I was really struggling, and I lost sleep over the weekend. That's the thing. You would think that after being in HR and having these kinds of conversations for the last 20 years, I would be used to it. And the fact of the matter is that you learn tools and you learn different skills and ways that are more comfortable to you, but I've never once found it easy. It's never been easy. I do find that my style is consistent, and I always start with a caring and concern for the person. And I try to start with like curiosity and asking questions. And I do think that that helps. But tough feedback is tough feedback, or tough conversations are tough conversations, and nothing is going to help you get through it except for actually doing it. So one of the things that was funny was my mom. I was talking to her about the situation and almost like role playing with her and telling her what I wanted to say. And she said, well, I have the book Crucial Conversations, and I have another book. And I started laughing, and I was like, oh, I have all those books. I have Brene Brown. I have Crucial Conversations. I have every book you can possibly think of on how to have a difficult conversation. But there is absolutely nothing that will prepare you for it as much as actually having the conversation. So preparation is key, staying true to your values and making sure that you are for me, it's like holding space for that person and trying to maintain the relationship was critical. And so I knew that I was going in with that as my intention and curiosity. And as long as I do those things, I'm usually in a much better position. It doesn't always end up perfect. There's still times where it's a little clunky, but it has served me over the years. So anyway, I would say in my history in HR, this was probably one of the toughest conversations I've had. And I am pleased to say that it did go as well, actually probably better than I expected. Because of course I usually am like, what's the worst possible thing that could happen? And that's what I stew over for a few days. But it went better than I expected. And the relief I felt after having the conversation and knowing that I handled it in the way that was authentic and true to me was huge. It's like building a muscle, right? Like you got to go to the gym if you want to build a muscle. You can't just read a book about it. So anyway, I just share that because I know we all have times where we have to share tough feedback or have a difficult conversation with someone. And I hope that somebody finds this helpful. So phone a friend if you need some guidance on it, talk it through with someone. I do think practice is critical. These are the things that, they can make or break relationships. So they're not to be taken lightly. So anyway, I hope this is helpful and have a great day.